Hello and welcome to Lindsay Akashic channel. I am your host, Lindsay, and today we are opening the Akashic Records on war. I opened the records on peace a few weeks ago, and I will leave a link to that video in the description box below for you to review. And as the opposite of peace, and also within our current experience, I felt that it was appropriate to get the perspective, a clear, clean, highest perspective of war from the Akashic Records. I open the records for my own understanding and clarity, some semblance of understanding, and I wanted to share the reading that I did personally with all of you, because I think when we can understand something very painful or challenging from the highest perspective, we can understand it within our own lives, in our own micro experience of it, and make decisions and act in ways that support us moving forward. So that's the reason I'm doing this reading. So I had opened the records previously and took notes. This was my own personal reading. This is what I wanted to open the records on, for my own understanding of it. And so I asked the questions, general foundation question, what is war? And why does war happen? And then how can we support our global neighbors during war times? So in the first question, what is war? The Akashic Records answer said, split, of two minds, conflicted, clashing, but no difference in fear, same fears, different ideals, different ideas. War is a detoxing, a purging, a releasing, a reflection of human darkness performed on stage. And then they said, a reminder that fear lives here, a reaction of fear, insecurity, a peacocking, insecurity weaponized, a flexing. So then I asked, why does war happen? And the Akashic Records said, starvation, desperation, poverty, failed governance, insecurity, public embarrassment, failures, fragile egos, a masculine, muscular, animal instinct out of context. And then they said it's unnecessary, unnecessarily. So then I asked, how can we stop wars? I don't know if I mentioned that at the beginning. How can we stop wars? And the record said, a peaceful generation, just one. We try again and again, failed attempts, eons after eons. And then they did like quotations, man of war, embodied, men of war, wasteful, useless, be humbled, humility, change of mind, no pride, ease equals peace. So then when I asked, how can we support our global neighbors during war times? And they showed me the visual of like a fishing line going into the ocean. And they said, fish for them, fishing them out, fish them out, pull them out, support, physically, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, economically. And then they said all sides, both. Presence, care, steadiness for them, a safe landing, a safe harbor, open up to them, hold them. So that was the Akashic Records on war. And I'm sure if I dug in and asked more questions, I'd get a lot more answers as well. If you have your own questions around this topic or any other topic that might be related to it or something totally different, feel free to share your topic in the comments below and include your questions. If you have more questions on the topic of war, also leave those in the comments below and I can open the records up again and ask your question, and then I'll respond to you in the comments. So yeah, I hope that was informative in some way. Not necessarily to, change anything or alleviate anything, but how you can understand that in your own micro experience, your own personal individual experience on a day-to-day basis. And by knowing what causes it, knowing the chain reaction, where it comes from, the root of it, we can make those changes within ourselves. We can make those changes within our communities and our immediate environment. So yeah, that's, I guess, all I have to say. It's kind of too much on our plates on this topic. But if that offered any kind of support, that was helpful. I hope it was. And I will see you next time.